we may be a little bit late, but at Phone Dog, we unbox all kinds of stuff if it relates to smartphones. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and this is the Motorola Electrify M. It's a smartphone from US Cellular, and it's packing decent specifications like a 4.3-inch display, splash guard coating, 4G LTE, all that stuff packed down into a little smartphone package. Let's take a look and see if this is a device for you. But first, special thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile for giving us devices like the Electrify M for use in our One Paw Bandit giveaway game, where you can play to win them at instantwin.phonedog.com. When you walk into Best Buy Mobile, you'll walk out working. They'll get you set up with your phone, so when you walk out the door, all the settings are good to go at Best Buy Mobile. Let's take a look. Electrify. Is this thing electrifying? You knew I was going to make that bad joke, but that's okay because the unboxing starts right now. If you like the Motorola Droid Razr M on Verizon, but you know what, you're on US Cellular and you don't want to switch, this is the device for you. It's the Motorola Electrify M. It's got a different style, but specs, it's almost identical. It's got a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon S4 CPU, a 4.3-inch OLED display, 540 by 960 pixels here. You've got an 8-megapixel camera on the back with 1080p HD video recording, 1 gigabyte of RAM, a 2,000 milliamp hour non-removable battery. So you can see, styling-wise, a little bit different, but still very similar to the Razr M on Verizon. This is US Cellular's variant, though. It is a 4G LTE capable device if you're in a market that supports it. There's what US Cellular's 4G LTE SIM card full thing looks like, if you will. I always like to look at the designs of these different SIM cards. Here's what Metro PCS's looks like, for example. I just find that interesting, and I don't know why. I am weird, and that's what makes me good at my job. USB cable over here, and then you get a SIM card removal tool, as we saw with the Razr M on Verizon when it came out last year. Typical SIM card removal tool there, I think. Yes, it is. It just does not have the typical prong that you would expect from a SIM card removal tool. Then you've got, of course, the AC adapter module. You've got some goodies out of the box here. US Cellular Customer Care, Electrify product manual, and then you've got some other little US Cellular thing that is proving to be pretty hard to get out. Google Play. And we'll move that to the side because, let's be honest, probably not going to read that. Out of the box, here it is. You get Android 4.0. It is upgradable, though, so keep that in mind. And this one actually may already be upgraded. Let me take a look and see. You know, it looked like Android 4.0 from a glance, but let me see. Yeah, 4.0.4 right now. And it is roaming because I'm not in the US Cellular coverage area, but really a beautiful display here. 540 by 960 pixels. Not quite HD, but still really nice. The colors are really popping on this device. And, of course, you've got text messaging here in the typical Motorola look and feel. You've got your quick settings over here where your phone ringtone, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your GPS, all easily accessible. So instead of pulling down, if you're used to perhaps HTC or Samsung and you're used to those quick shortcuts, or I should say LG and Samsung, you may want to get used to doing that over on this side now, because you do have the ability to turn mobile data on and off and the ringtone on and off and make it pretty easy to come over here and access your quick settings. Now you've got some on-screen buttons down here as well, back, home, and recent applications. And when you look at this, this is probably the phone for Android purists. I mean, this is an Android purist dream. If you can't get a hold of a Nexus 4 because you're on US Cellular, this could be the closest thing, just because Motorola has progressively moved closer and closer to stock Android, and it continues with this iteration of Motorola Blur. Out of the box, or Motorola's user interface, I should say. Blur, clearly it's a Monday. I didn't mean to say that. Amazon MP3, App Store, Audible, Daily Perks. You get some US Cellular stuff like Daily Perks. Guide Me is new. HD Games. Some of this is a combination of Motorola and US Cellular. IMDb, Mobile TV is US Cellular. You do get hotspot capabilities, and as you can see, I'm on 3G right now. You get Smart Actions, which is one of my favorite Motorola applications, Vehicle Mode, Zappos, Your Navigator, and more. So let's take a look at Smart Actions, actually, because I do find this particularly interesting, and it's something that really distinguishes Motorola from some of the other manufacturers on the market. You can make your own, but what I like, you've got Drive Smart, you've got a charging reminder, you've got a sleep rule, so I can adjust my ringer at night and say, you know what, after 11 o'clock, we're going to turn it on vibrate mode, or we're going to turn it on silent mode, or go ahead and discard that one. Meeting rule. When I walk into a meeting, it automatically puts my phone on silent. That's particularly useful. Perhaps work. Maybe it turns to vibrate when I walk into the door, and it looks at me based on GPS and tells me, you know what, he's at work. I'm going to go ahead and throw it into work mode, nighttime battery saver, and more. So you can really make this device your own and customize it as you see fit right out of the box. Now on the left side, you've got your little tray here, your little flap, which removing this shows off the micro SD card slot and the micro SIM card slot. Up top, you've got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, power button over here, volume rocker over here, nothing on the bottom, and then, of course, camera on the back. So really a nice design. Obviously, it's personal preference as to which style you prefer more, this or the Razr M on Verizon. A little bit of a different style. Power button and all that stuff still in the same place, but the front looks a little bit different as well with some chrome accents down here at the bottom. We'll go ahead and jump into browser here just to take a look, and you can see 4.3-inch display over here. So you know what? A sweet spot for a lot of people. There are people out there on the market that don't want 4.7 or 4.8 or 5.5 or 5 inches like on the Droid DNA. This can be a great sweet spot for a lot of people because you got PhoneDog. We'll go ahead and load that up. Did not type that right. PhoneDog.com. Motorola's multi-touch keyboard at work. Allow. And we'll go ahead and load that up and see what it looks like. So still a really portable device. I think there's a huge market because a lot of people like the Razr M on Verizon. And it does have an almost edge-to-edge display, so it's really easy to hold in the hand. I mean, this thing is pocketable. It's going to be something that's good for people that perhaps want to put it in a purse or a pair of skinny jeans, and they don't want that giant Note 2 because they don't want to walk around saying to everybody, yes, I'm very happy to see you. It just creates awkward conversations sometimes. I'm just messing with you, but you get the idea. Some people want these smaller devices. Otherwise, keyboard pretty nice here. I've got Motorola's multi-touch keyboard loaded onto this, and then you have other alternatives you can download through the Google Play Store, but you get swipe and Motorola's input out of the box, and you'll find that portrait to landscape transitions pretty fast all around on this device. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of the Motorola Electrify M on US Cellular. We'll have full coverage coming soon. Let me know what you think of this device. If Motorola's got it, if you're really just gunning for Samsung and HTC or Apple and Samsung or whichever manufacturers are your manufacturers of choice, I'd love to hear from you. Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron, Facebook, Facebook.com/Hi Aaron Baker, Google Plus, Gplus.to/Aaron C. Baker, Carrier Pigeon, his name is Ralph, Fax Machine 555-1234. Any way you want to write me, I'd love to hear from you about what you think about this device. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com, and as always, we'll see you next time.